Now, it's not a secret that people don't really like Dragon Ball GT. The show may not be great, but it still serves as my entry point into the franchise, so it'll always have a special place in my heart. It got me interested in the world, the characters, the lore, and even the story. While GT as a whole is often critically, well, for lack of a better term, panned, the majority of complaints about the show seem to stem from the first arc. Why is this? That arc is just a dumb, low-stakes kiddie adventure story, right? Well, we'll see about that in a few minutes. I'm the J Huddy, and this is That One Line That Ruined Dragon Ball GT, or at least the Black Star Dragon Ball arc. Due to Toriyama's departure from the franchise, the staff at Toei were forced to come up with their own stories. While there are claims out there that Toriyama was involved with these episodes, from what I've seen, they're just that. The first major arc of this story doesn't really have a serious narrative structure. It seems to have left the long-form storytelling that Dragon Ball was known for behind in favor of a villain of the week style approach. People claim that this didn't change until the introduction of Baby, but I disagree. I'd say that the first real story is that of General Rildo and the planet M2. While this story simply serves as a precursor to the Baby arc, it gave us a format that we weren't used to with this series. It also followed up on the mystery that started with the Cult of Lud arc, giving our character's previous outing a real feeling of importance. The story in and of itself is perfectly serviceable. In all honesty, it's just more low-stakes fun. There's a plot about the lovable and/or annoying piece of character, known as Giru, in which he seemingly betrays the group. This goes about as you would expect, with a big boss that Giru is supposedly working for before a reveal that Giru was actually on their side all along, and the only character who didn't know was Pan, the audience surrogate. More schlock, inoffensive little side story adventures. This is until Goku says this.
He's powerful, even more powerful than Majin Buu.
Even stronger than Buu. I've seen discussions as to which Buu Goku is talking about, but truth be told, it doesn't matter. This series leads you to believe that the three protagonists are relatively weak. Goku can't use his instant transmission due to his child body, and rarely uses Super Saiyan, pushing you to believe that he's much weaker than he has previously been shown to be. At the end of Z, it is implied that Pan defeated Goten in the tournament, and Goten and Trunks have always been equals. Not to mention that Trunks runs a company now and has no time to train. Pan is a child who lacks any real experience in fights. She has martial arts training, but in the grand scope of things, she's not very strong either. Throughout the previous 18 episodes of runtime, I was under the implication that these weakened fighters were just out there trying their best to find the Black Star Dragon Balls. While you get the implication that Goku may be holding back, he didn't seem like this impossible peak to enemies around him. There was at least some tension. Those 18 episodes, however, get entirely flipped on their heads with this revelation. Both the Planet Nameca and Lud arcs could have been ended in minutes. And Tsunama, remember Tsunama, the big rapist guy? Yeah, they let that drag on instead of just punching him really hard. It makes everything that's happened so far borderline pointless. I understand that one of Goku's defining qualities is his unexplained need to hold back for as long as possible, but they're on the sand clock at the moment. Goku is just out there seemingly having fun, but Trunks and Pan should understand the urgency and try to be going as quickly as possible. The main drawing point of the first arc was that the protagonists had 1 year to find the Black Star Dragon Balls or the Earth would be destroyed. Each ball had its own dangers in collecting, but you always had the sense that something could go wrong. This sense came from an apparent weakness in our heroes, but when you take that weakness away, you're left with a shell of a story that was almost completely devalued by one line of dialogue. Hey guys, the J Huddy here, and I think I may have found my format. Every week or so, I'll drop a discussion video like this one that, takes a little bit more time to put together, and in between I'll drop the lower effort gameplay videos, so there's always something to watch. That way I can upload daily, at least until the end of this month. I know that this video was a little bit short, and I hope to make the next one in this series a little bit longer, so subscribe to stay notified. Adios.